So yesterday I published a YouTube video on the cockpit voice recorder, and then there have been a few comments either in YouTube or offline around exactly what the use is of such a thing. And I thought I'd just do a very quick debrief of the 2v1 ACM that I've done beforehand. I hope Chuckie doesn't mind, who's kind of my main partner in this one and in fact leading the flight. The reason really for doing a cockpit voice recording is so you can hear the comms and go and correct it. 2v1 ACM is pretty dynamic, even in VR, and knowing exactly what the other guy is doing is highly useful. So let's just run this through. It's only a short engagement, but let's run it through and just analyze the comms, and you can see why it's useful to have the cockpit voice recorder rather than listening to it in silence. So let's do play.
Star ready. Wolf, 90 right, go.
So I go slightly earlier on the green guy, RX. I think that's actually because it's quite difficult to get the synchronization here. And here you can see the hostile turning in, played by Dump, and this is the lead, Chuckie, who's executing an attack turn and should be turning pretty much when I'm turning there, and he's looking down my jet pipes. So let's just run this further.
Tally hostile.
So good call from Chuckie. You can see the hostile. I don't actually call tally, my error.
Star tally.
Hostile calls tally, so that means that we're all in visual with each other. Again, incorrect of me. I should have called tally as well.
2 engage.
I call 2 engage. I'm actually 1, although I've labelled this up as me being 2 because I'm for this one fight. Actually, I led the ships out, so my call sign was actually Wolf 1. So I should have called 1 engage, and I correct myself.
2 engage.
So Chuckie there said 2 engage. Well, that's not in comms at all, actually. Yeah, it should be either press or continue, depending whether he's continuing to run the fight, or whether he's actually handing over the engagement to myself. So actually there's now confusion between Chuckie and me as to who the engaged fighter is. This slightly confused me in the turn. You can just hear me about to broadcast. This slightly confused me because Dump reversed the turn, which is fine. Like, we were doing a pretty free set. He's an experienced guy, so not an issue with that. But it confused my comms later.
Okay, so 2 is offensive.
Good call. I'm offensive. Took me ages to get it out though. Come on, like we're doing whatever we're doing pretty fast. I haven't got it up. We're doing about 350 knots here, so 1 second you get quite a lot of time and quite a lot of distance covered in that.
Right hand turn.
Good call. I've got my left and right correct. That I've got wrong. I can show you another video on that if you want.
1 circle.
No way is that a 1 circle fight. What was I thinking? We're in a 2 circle fight. It's quite obvious we're in a 2 circle fight. With nose to tail, that is 2 circle by anybody's standards. What, bad, cool. This makes it difficult for this guy, Chuckie at the top, to see exactly what's going on. The idea being that he needs to identify from his cockpit exactly what's happening and who he can engage. Silence. I've got no idea what's going on. Chuckie probably has no idea what's going on. Well, I do have an idea. He's flipping looking down up here. If we look at Chuckie from here and jump into his cockpit, then we will see all sorts of fun and games of him trying to look around. Where is Chuck Meister in here? Where's he gone? I am blind as well as stupid. There he is. If we go in the cockpit, then you can see that he has got to look down, and see exactly who is offensive and who's defensive, because he's going to swoop in like the avenging angel he is and go and help me out of this mess. Difficult. I've got label scale on, which is this switch, I think. If I switch that off, then you can see actually how small we are, and that gives you a real good idea as to what he's looking at, which is why he's quiet. He's concentrating. He's trying to pick out what that's going on. I'd also switched off all of the background scenery in this, so you really can't see. Very, very difficult to see the jets, so that's why I have the label scale on. You can then start seeing angles, etc. That's just me looking them up. It's not really great manoeuvre from me. This is really to show pictures for people and pictures for Chuckie to swoop in. So I don't have much distance there. I could really do that a little bit better. I think, no, not brilliantly flown. And I'm being too aggressive, essentially. I should drop back here a little bit to give Chuckie more room to come in for the shot. So still absolutely no comms. This has been going on for a while now. I could at least tell him which fighter I am in. I can go and say that I'm the same. You know, Chuckie can call for status if he still needs status. So that's clear. Here, obviously, I'm the. Let me think about it. I'm the easterly fighter. So yeah, that might be helpful for him.
I'm westerly.
Leads in.
Okay, so in fact I call Wesley fighter. He's calling lead in. I don't know where he's coming in from, although I'm pretty sure he's going to be above me because we've practiced this a lot. The tipping cue is really where this guy goes and passes the nose. So not necessary, but useful to know. Coming in very, very nicely, flown by Chuckie, to be fair. And look at that, that's beautiful. That's a really, really nice picture to see. I bet if we look in his head-up display, oops, don't go to the AWACS. We look in the head-up display. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a looking like a good shot there. We can look at the range, say 3,000 feet. Yeah, not bad.
Fox 2 kill.
Slightly delayed. I think again that's an artifact of the synchronization, which is difficult to get. Fox 2 kill. Yeah, he admitted himself in the debrief that really gave no time for the missile fly out.
Add up.
And calls out, which is a great call from
Cool.
him.
If you come right onto a heading of north.
Coming north.
And then let me come up. I'm in your battle on your right.
So that's good. So you've got to sort out your battle once we finish the engagement. Dump here at that point hasn't been killed out for real, so he goes and resets. And then because I'm the fighter that is visual, I can direct lead as to where to go. And it's a good call, actually. Yeah, if you look at it, we've wasted very little time in getting ourselves sorted out. Meanwhile, Dump, being the legend that he is, knows full well that we've rolled out north and he can set himself up in the next set, which is exactly what happens.
Low.
And I'm calling
Okay,
low.
dropping down to 15,000.
And he was high.
Visual.
And so he's called visual on me.
Wolf terminate, Wolf 2 terminate.
Okay, not great to step over. Very difficult to do in real. Very difficult to do with Discord. It happens all the time. Everybody does it.
Start terminate.
Okay, 1 terminate.
And we got our terminates around the wrong way. It should be really, well, tricky, right? It should be lead terminate, 2 terminate, 1 terminate, because I was 1 because I was leading, and then hostile terminate. Not critical, but interesting.
That was very nice, Chuckie.
And then we go and do a bit of a debrief on the wing. So that's really why I have the cockpit voice recorder. It means that it gives an awful lot of information when you're doing multiplayer, and you can really understand what the comms are, and then debrief and go and get better. Hope this has been helpful, and hopeful it's given a good reason why there's cockpit voice recording. I use it for other things as well. I've taken to starting to really talk through procedures. So if I'm doing aerobatics, I call clear above, I look up, I go and pull back on the stick. Yeah, I go and call out my gate height, I come around. You know, if I'm doing turns, I try and call out if I'm looking at the dead wing. All of these things, once you've got the cockpit voice recorder, then you can hear whether you're doing it or not. Hope this helps. Any questions, then put it in the comments below. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.